led you to renounce your Israeli citizenship?
I was born and raised in Tel Aviv. I served in my 2 years in the military, as everybody else does. And I left Israel in 1991, and I went to Australia. And it wasn't until 10 years after I moved to Australia that I started to realize that I was brought up on a false narrative of our history. I was brought up to believe that we Israeli Jews were always the victims, that we were the good guys, that we never did anything wrong, and that the reason that the Arabs, and there was no word for Palestinians back when I was a child, but the reason that the Arabs were giving us a hard time is simply because they were anti-Semitic like everybody else. We were brought up to believe that Jews are never safe unless they live in an exclusively Jewish state, only for Jews and only surrounded by Jews. And it took me 10 years in Australia to finally realize that what I thought was true wasn't quite right. And I met Palestinians for the first time as equals in Australia, and members of citizens of other Arab countries as well, and realized they weren't actually my enemy. We were the bad guys in the story. And it was very hard at first to come to terms with it. In 2001, I renounced my Israeli citizenship, but even then, I don't think I quite understood the idea of settler colonialism, and that